Howdy folks, welcome to the shop. And do you want to learn how to cut crown like a pro? I'm going to show you how coming up. Alright, so before we get into it, there are three common spring angles of crown. That's 38, 45, 52. You get a 38, 52, which all that means is, and I'm going to bring one close here, all that means this is a 38 degree angle. So if you could imagine this being your corner, right? The angle between the wall and how this sits off is 38 degrees. The top angle, this is a 38-52, which is the most common crown. This will be a 52. So you got a 38 and a 52. A 45 just means that it sits at the wall, you know, at a 45 degree angle from your wall. If you're cutting a 38-52, then you would bevel at 33.9 and 31.6, which I'm going to show you when we get up on the saw here. And if you're doing a 45-45 crown, it would be a miter at 35.3 and a bevel at 30 degrees. But 45 crown is usually a cove crown. If you get this colonial style crown, which is just, you know, it's got a ledge and almost like a Roman ogie almost, but this is kind of one of your real common crowns. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring you in close to the saw and I'm going to show you exactly how to cut this. First thing we're going to do is, if you've got a fence that can slide, make sure you slide because you don't want to cut into your fence. But if you are cutting an inside corner, you know, so a normal corner on a wall, an inside corner, then you always want to keep the left side. And I'll just give you an idea. Inside, keep left. Inside, keep left. Okay? If you are doing an outside corner, you want to keep the right. And there we go. Outside, keep right. Keep right. So what you're going to want to do, first things first, is set your bevel to 33.9, which, if you'll look, it has a marking here for 33.9 on my bevel, which this is a double bevel. So we're gonna pretend like this is a single bevel, because if you got a double bevel, you don't want to keep moving. You'll keep your bevel the same all the time. Don't change it. What changes is your miter, and you're going with 31.6. And if you'll notice, it has a mark on the saw right here at 31.6, right? But mine has a stop, and I know a lot of them do. You go 22.5, hear that stop? That's 31.6. It's set up for a crown, to cut crown now. So we're going to start with an inside corner, okay? And I'll show you. We're calling this is our 38 degree here. It's the one that has, so this is our crown, sits on the wall. We're calling this the bottom, okay? So if you're cutting for your first inside corner, this will be the left side. If you're looking at the corner, it'll be the left side of your corner. And you've got your saw turned to the right of your body. Keep in mind, we're always keeping the left on an inside corner. So as you see, we take him and we cut him. And it should look like this, okay? This is the actual cut method and not a coping. I don't cope. A lot of people do. It looks great. No hate to them. That's just not me. All right. So that's see, we've cut him. That's our left side. We had it just like this with the ledge towards us, okay? Now we're going to cut for the right side of that same corner. So what we want to do is move our miter over here to that 31 and 31.6, right? And then now, as you see, our ledge goes against the fence. Instead of towards us, we're putting it to the fence. So we put him on the fence and we cut him. Now we just did the left and right side of an inside corner. Here are the two pieces, right? And when you put them together, let me get him the right way, because this is how he'll fit on the wall, like so. See there? Can you see that? Okay. So that's our inside corners. They fit together. You nail them up. Life is wonderful. So now we're going to do our outside corners. And on our outside, we keep the right side, or the right side is the board we're cutting. So when we start with what would be, if you're looking at the outside angle, it would be the one on the right, if you're looking at your outside angle. You set him up, you notice our ledge is towards us. So we're going to start with our 31.6, and we're going to trim him down. Okay? It should look something like this. And notice, all you see is white. On the inside corner, you should see your wood, you know, on a primed board. You see the wood. If you're looking dead on, you see wood. On an outside corner, if you're looking dead on, you only see white. And then, if we want to cut the other way, we go ahead, which would be the left side of our piece, go ahead and switch him to our 31.6, and instead of our ledge being towards us, our ledge is towards the fence. So we cut him. Like so. You end up with something, as you look straight on, you see white. So then we take the two pieces that we just cut right here, put them together, and gives us our outside corner. That's pretty much all of your corners. You know, that kind of covers how to cut your corners. What if you have a wall that is over 16 feet, which is usually what they come in at 16 feet. I've seen them in 17, but usually they're in 16 feet. What I like to do, so if you've got to put two pieces together, you want a scarf joint, which is just means essentially a 45. On this, we're not going to do a 45. We're going to do a 33. Well, actually, to be exact, a 33.9. But, so instead of having your miter at anything, we're going to keep the bevel, but we're going to go to 0 on our miter. So when we cut him, one side, as you see, is white, where the other side you can see wood. So when you have to bevel, when you have to put them together, like I said, it's a scarf joint. So when they fit together, right there, boom. Well, there you go, folks. That's how you cut crayon, just like that. Alright, I hope this video helps, and as always, I appreciate you guys watching. If you liked it, you know, maybe like the video, shoot me a comment or subscribe even if you want to keep up with what I got going on. But until next time, keep making dust.